Chris Lopez with MLM Complete Package here. And in this weekly training video, I want to give you a reminder that even our own MLM prospects hang up on us sometimes. And by us, I mean myself and Jason Wells. Even though we've been full-time now for a number of years with our company, we still have prospects that hang up on us, that don't show up for phone calls or presentations, that don't sign up like they say they would, that sign up and then quit a week later, prospects that don't return phone calls or return emails or whatever. We deal with that exact same stuff. And so this popped in my mind because yesterday I had a downline member have a very hot prospect that lives close by to me. And so I told her, well, hey, I'll talk with them, meet with them, and help them get signed up in the business. And so the prospect was looking forward to talking with me, and she gave me his phone number. So I called him. He answered and said, I'm in a meeting right now. Can you call me back in 30 minutes? I said, sure thing, you bet. So I called back 30 minutes later, and guess what? He didn't answer his phone. So I left a message. I updated the contact management system with notes and then set out a date 2 or 3 days from that point to call him back and touch base. And so I didn't let that faze me, but I've seen a lot of people over the years that I've coached and work with, things like that will throw them for a loop. It'll get them on the emotional roller coaster. You know, those ups and downs of, oh my gosh, maybe I'm not cut out to build this business. Maybe I just can't do that. You know, I just always screw things up, or no one ever follows through like they promised they would. I get so frustrated. You see, what happens, a big difference between what I do and why I'm successful, and a lot of people out there in MLM are not, is because I don't get on the emotional roller coaster. Or when I do, I'm on there for a very short time because I get off of that and get back to building my business real fast. The more time you spend on that emotional roller coaster, the less effort and the less energy you're putting into your business. It's very hard to sponsor someone or build your business if you're having those ups and downs. So one thing that you want to do when you have prospects hang up on you is make sure you don't get on the emotional roller coaster. Or if you do, deal with your mentor or upline or whoever is coaching you and talk with them and let them help you get off the emotional roller coaster. You know, I have various team members I train and various just people in different coaching groups and mentoring groups that I lead. And, you know, they'll have a hot prospect come to their website. They have a great conversation, and then the person doesn't show up or the person doesn't do something like they promised. And I can hear it in their voice, or when they post something to Facebook, you can see the frustration, and you can see that they're getting back on the emotional roller coaster. So I work with the person, put things in perspective, and say, hey, look, you know, big deal. This happens to me. Do this, this, and this, and follow the process. And I say follow the process, I mean follow what we do in our communication training, where, you know, we lay out how often you call someone. Do you use a telephone, email, text message, Facebook? How many days apart do you call them? When do you stop calling them? Just all those little details that a lot of people don't know and don't do. Well, over the years, we have figured out, you know, what works and what doesn't work. So we give you step-by-step guidelines in that training. And so I always make sure my team members and the people I'm coaching are out there following that process. Because another big reason we have sponsored hundreds and hundreds of distributors over the years is because we follow that communication process. We always call people, you know, 3 to 7 times, depending on the lead source. You know, if we've talked to them or not, it's anywhere from 3 to 7 times we'll engage someone or follow up with someone. And so a lot of times we sponsor people on that 4th or 5th or 6th or 7th or even sometimes more than that conversation. And if you don't engage the person or follow up with the person, you know, the set amount of times you should be, you're never going to be able to sponsor them because it takes more than 1 or 2 phone calls. So like with this person I called yesterday, you know what? I didn't get upset. I don't get mad at him. Hey, he's a doctor, he's a business owner, so he's already a busy guy as a doctor. Then he's an owner of the clinic as well, so he's wearing that hat. He's a busy guy. Fires come up, more pressing matters come up. So I understand that, and I will just keep doing the communication process with him. Now, will this guy sign up? I have no idea. But I do know that I will be calling him at least 4 more times. Even if I don't get in touch with him, I will reach out to him at least 4 more times for a total of 5 times to see if I can get in touch with him. And if I do, that starts all over again. So make sure you're doing the communication process. And I'm switching my screen here. If you go to MLM Complete Package, go to Products, and click on Communication, this is the communication course I'm talking about. Now, this is one that Jason Wells recorded, but it is a foundational course and a foundational skill that you need to develop for your network marketing business. Because if you can't effectively communicate with someone, you're not going to be able to sponsor people, get customers, recruit distributors, and so on. And in this course, Jason goes through all the, how often you call, when to call them, what method to use, all that stuff. So that's a good resource to check out. Another thing is make sure you go through our goal setting course. We have a very unique one called Zigzag Goal Setting. And this will help you set realistic goals. It'll help you stay on track, and it'll help you stay off that emotional roller coaster, which just, it screws you up and it screws your business up. So you don't want to spend time on that emotional roller coaster. Let's see. Another thing that Jason and I do on a daily basis, we do this 5 or 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week, is we log into the system and we make sure we're engaging and getting in touch with all of our prospects, all of our customers, and all of our team members that we're supposed to be. And so we've got a pretty unique system here that we use. I'm going to log into one of my test accounts because the system displays the people that you're supposed to call today. Like the contacts page is where all the prospects go. So you can see here I've got 4 people that I'm supposed to engage today. Now ignore their last name and the information. These are just bogus leads that we've put in there just for example purposes. But I come in here every day and I see who do I need to call or who do I need to engage. So I click view next to their name. I scan the notes to see what I've done with this person or what information they've seen. And then I engage them. Sometimes that's a phone call, sometimes it's a text message, sometimes it's a Facebook message. Just depends on where they're at in the process. So let's say I do a phone call. The person doesn't answer. They're still in the develop step. Yes, I want to send an email. Click next step. And I'll set my reminder for when I'm going to call the person next. Typing in any notes here about, what type of message I left, or actually, no, I didn't leave a message for this person, but I can type in any notes that's appropriate to that contact. Click update contact, and then that person is now removed from the page. And I go on to the next person, the next person, the next person, until that page is empty. Then I move over to the customers page, and this is for anyone that's a current customer, whether they're on like the auto monthly delivery or auto ship, or they're a one-time customer. If I need to follow up with someone, they'll appear here today. And then I go to the team section and see if I have any team members I need to get in touch with. I've got one here, so I'd click view and then get in touch with him. And that might be to follow up with on the training he's going through, on how he's doing with the company incentive that our company is running, or how he's doing with his prospects he's talking with, whatever. I'll make sure I follow up with him. That way my downline members don't slip through the cracks either. So I do this every day because it helps me stay focused on my business, stay focused on my prospects, and I harp on this all the time with anyone I coach and anyone I train. I even sound like a broken record oftentimes because I say, are you logging in the system every day and clearing your contacts? And I do that to make sure you got no one slipping through the cracks. But also, if you develop that daily habit of putting that attention on your business and then going through and calling everyone or engaging everyone and clearing your list, it gives you a success each day. It gives you something that you're doing for your business that you know you did right. Because do you sign up someone every day? No, you don't. But if you follow the process, you do what you need to do, that will lead to sponsorships, that will lead to new recruits in your business. So logging into the system every day, calling people, and then clearing your pages so they're empty, it makes you feel good. It's like crossing things off your to-do list. You can say, all right, I did what I need to do for my business today. I feel good. And then that little success builds upon other successes you're having by logging in every day, and now it puts you in a good mindset. It gets you off that emotional roller coaster and helps you stay on that positive track. So when you do talk with people, you're in the right mindset. You're in that zone of a positive person doing the successful habits, those successful daily habits you need to be doing to build your business, and that will attract the good people to you. People can sense that. People can feel that, and they'll say, wow, okay, I want to work with this person, or this person's a leader. They can help me get where I need to get going. So if you want more details on the system, just go to MLM Complete Package and click on System up at the top, and that'll take you through various pages and information so you can get the details. Because if you're not using a contact management system, you need to be using one to stay in touch with all your prospects and then logging in there on a daily basis. So I'll go ahead and wrap up this training video by just wanting to give you a reminder that, hey, even though I'm very successful in network marketing, I'm very successful with my company, I get prospects that don't show up. I get people who hang up on me. I get people who even join and then quit my business. But you know what? I don't let that faze me. I stay off the emotional roller coaster. I always give people the proper amount of follow-up phone calls, and I am always logging into my system every day to make sure I'm reaching out to all of my MLM prospects. And I recommend that you do the same thing for your business.